Hey, how you doing? I made you some beef stew. So, listen, the world is so loud right now. It is ridiculously chaotic. And the internet's being completely demolished by this penguin online who split away from the herd, avoided the colony, and went out on his own way. And it has destroyed the internet. So I just want to get on here and talk to you because I know that you've probably seen that penguin, and if you haven't, you should definitely go look at it. It is inspiring, absolutely motivating to see nature do something that is so human. Because it is very human for us to chase something outside of our standard programming, to walk away from the herd and find our own way. And I hope all of us, every single one of us here, can find that motivation, find that inspiration. Because the truth of it is, it's in all of us. We all have passions and dreams that drive us, keep our heart alive and our soul thumping. Wait, hold on. Take that and reverse it. I'm not going to tell you that you have to read some magical book or figure out life very quickly or push yourself to the extreme. But there is a dream that you have. It's inside of you. And all I can ask is that you be the penguin. Get out of the standard, the comfortable lifestyle, and chase that dream. Leave the colony for yourself. Because when you do, the world takes notice. The world notices something like that. That's why this penguin is all over the internet right now. You might think that you have to have it all figured out before you chase your dreams. You might think that you need to know the answer to every single question before they arrived at your front door. The truth is, you don't. All you need to do is be brave enough, 5 seconds of bravery, to take that first step, that first initial step. And just like anything else in life, after that first step, everything comes together. There's a post that I saw. It was a swimmers meet sort of post, and it was this guy who was a like professional swimmer, and he was told by his coach, just imagine you're not going back and forth 4 times. Just imagine you're going once, and that one time, just push as hard as you can. Just go. Don't imagine it as four goes. Just imagine it as one. And I think that guy broke the record by like 7 seconds, and he won. Because the thing is if you conserve energy, that's great. Your mind is going to lie to you. It's going to say, well, I need to conserve my energy to avoid hurting myself, to avoid messing up. What if I fail? You know, the most amazing thing I've ever done, the greatest, most powerful thing I've ever done is fail. I have failed more times than I have won. I'm still failing today, and I know I will fail tomorrow. It is the failures that ignite the future. How many times do you think that penguin failed before he said, you know what? I'm going to break away from the colony and I'm going to find my own way. I'm going to go my own direction. So, all of you out there, every single one of you guys, there's something inside of you. There was a dream, there was a passion, there was a purpose, a drive that is yelling at your soul, yelling at your heart and your mind. And I'm not going to tell you that it's going to be a pretty voyage. I'm not going to say that everything's going to land perfectly, that you'll be a millionaire or a billionaire in 5 years. But what I will say is that you're going to be exhausted, but you will be so fulfilled. You will be tired, but you will be smiling. Your eyes will be weary, but your soul will be full. And in a world where everything is bearing down on you, tearing you apart, your dream is the one thing that can keep you above water, to keep you from drowning. I'm no motivational speaker, but Martin Luther King Jr. Day just happened, and I have classes tomorrow, and I'm wrestling between work and class, and I was cooking this stew. and I was, chopping the onions and the bell peppers and the mushrooms and the potatoes and the carrots and the steak, and, I was seasoning it. And it's exhausting. I just got off work and I'm spending 2 hours cooking stew so that I have food throughout the first 2 weeks of college, so that I have food that'll keep me going while I'm studying. And it was so fulfilling when my entire apartment smelled of spice and stew. And it reminded me of whenever I was young, whenever my mom used to cook like this. And it also reminded me that I don't have anybody to share this with. It's just me. No kids, no wife. That's why I wanted to share it with you. Because this podcast and everything that we've been doing here, every story that we've shared, this is the closest thing I had to family. And this is my dream. This is my penguin. This is me breaking away from the colony. Whenever I left Oklahoma, whenever I came to New York, whenever I threw my ring in the lake, whenever I finalized the divorce, when I started the podcast and wrote my documentary, whenever I hustled my way to New York City to go audition after audition after audition after audition, that was me breaking away from the colony. Have I been successful? I think so. In the ways that matter. I've made friends. I've made family. I've heard stories and learned so much from so many different cultures and religions. But enough about me. This is about you. Your stew. Your penguin. And I just hope and I pray every single day that you will break away from whatever colony is holding you back. Whatever is keeping you where you are. This is a very long video, and if you've watched this long, thank you guys so much. But dream. Because in a world that is dark, dreams are the light. There will be wayfinders, there will be leaders, there will be guides that will keep us above water, but our dreams are the one thing that, as long as we're pushing towards them, and somebody asked me, they said, well, how can you afford to chase your dreams? How can you afford not to? I'm not going to pretend money isn't an issue. Money is a problem. Money is difficult to come by. But get with the people you know. Work together as a community. Get with friends and family. Do the best with what you have. Put yourself out there, even if it's just a little bit, even if it's just once a month. If you're a writer, write once a day. Once a month. If you're an actor, go to one audition a day, one audition a month, whichever one you can. And remember, you can push yourself. Give all of your energy. But I'm also going to add something to that. I'm going to add something to pushing yourself and keeping yourself inspired, chasing your dreams, and being the penguin, being the stew. And I'm going to say one more thing. Remember to rest. Give yourself grace. Love yourself. Take care of yourself and those around you. Because the thing is, we're all in this race together. And we're all fighting, not just to stay above water, but to actually start swimming. And we're humans. We're built to work together. So work with those around you. Work with your friends and your family. Connect with groups out there. And if you ever do need help, serious help, make sure that you reach out for it, because there are resources out there. And to everybody who is a dreamer or has ever thought about being a dreamer, you already are. And I'm proud of you. And just keep marching forward. Keep going forward. Your stew is getting cold, by the way, so you might want to eat that. And thank you guys so much. Have a good night.